What's going on, guys? Welcome back to hashtag GSM for GM here in WWE 2K24 MyGM Mode. Season 3, Episode 63 here today. I'm Graham GSM Matthews. Hope you guys are doing well. I do have to make a quick change to the card before we run it down and watch the matches because I realized, before I hit record here, I realized that in every match that we have in tonight's show, we have interference, which means that we cannot watch any of these matches. So if that's the case, we can't watch any matches on today's episode, which is not part of the gimmick here on the show. So I want LA Knight to interfere in this match. I kind of want Beth to be involved in this match. I would have Beth and Bayley be in their own segment, but I don't have enough promo room for Bayley and Beth to do that. And then in the main event, I kind of want Ray to be at ringside because Gunther was at ringside for Ray's match last week against Solo Sikoa. So we're going to have to watch Alexa Bliss's in-ring return as a member of the SmackDown roster against Cora Jade, which is fine. So no interference there. So we're going to be watching that match this week. So here's the card. Mankind taking on Trick Williams before next week's casket match. Or rather, I think I'm actually going to save that for Fastlane instead. I said I was going to do it next week as like the grand attraction before the pay-per-view because we already have a pretty complete card for the pay-per-view. We can do like Mysterio and Gunther or the casket match next week. There wasn't like a match that made sense to headline the pay-per-view because Roman Reigns isn't around. We have no World Championship defense. So I'm probably going to have the casket match headline Fastlane because it's like the biggest match, biggest feud, whatever, as opposed to headlining SmackDown, which means that Ray and Gunther next week will headline SmackDown for the IC title, and we'll watch that match on next week's show. So Trick Williams and Mankind tonight as a tune-up for Mankind. Beth Phoenix calls out Bianca Belair before their number one contenders match at the pay-per-view. We will be watching this match, as I mentioned. Alexa Bliss versus Cora Jade, and Alexa Bliss's first match back as a member of the SmackDown roster. Sheamus heard Punk's promo last week and says, hey, you're weak. You lost to Roman Reigns twice. You're just a beaten-down man. You're not the attraction you were a year ago, and I want the next piece of you at Fastlane. Rhea Ripley also returns to action tonight against Billy Slugger, Beth Phoenix in her corner. Solo Sikoa calls out Randy Orton for revenge. He wants him one-on-one at Fastlane. And Randy Orton, in our main event for the first time ever, will battle Gunta, with Rey Mysterio sitting in at commentary, ringside, whatever. So we're in Green Bay, Wisconsin tonight. I think everything's good with the power cards and whatnot. I'll probably use, I know I've been saying this, for a while now I would use this stuff. I'll probably use it in the next couple weeks, I promise. So yeah, I think we're good. We can go to the show, confirm booking. All right. Here we are. Simulate Mankind and Trick Williams. Mankind wins. Trick has not won a lot of matches here on SmackDown. I don't know if he's won a single match. He lost to Sheamus 3 fucking times. I think I have him in a match next week. I don't, actually. I was going to have him in a match next week with Sheamus again. I'm just looking at my notes. I don't know if Trick has ever won a match here on SmackDown. He's not going to be happy. Anyway, excellent promo here from Becky and Bianca. And we're watching this match, Alexa Bliss and Cora Jade. I don't think I ever turned Mankind heel. I said I was going to, and I don't think I did. And that's a problem. Not a problem. I mean, that's going to hurt the ratings for their matches, but whatever. It is what it is, I suppose. But I'm looking forward to that casket match. I mean, I am looking forward to it because it will be the blow-off to their feud, and we haven't seen a casket match since we did it with Bray and Uncle Howdy 2 years ago here in the game. But that first one with Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt took a long fucking time. So I'm kind of skeptical regarding this next one. All right, here we go. Was going to have Liv Morgan in Cora Jade's corner, but not this week. They're kind of riding a high right now. Cora Jade 2 weeks ago beating Billy Slugger here on SmackDown. Last week they knocked off Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair in a tag team match, with Liv Morgan getting one over on Becky again for the second straight week. Cora Jade, a lot of momentum right now alongside Liv Morgan, so can she keep that going against Alexa Bliss here tonight? She finds herself back on the blue brand. She left SmackDown in the most recent draft, and now she's back after a couple of weeks away. We could just say that she was injured or she was inactive or whatever, not that she was necessarily not picked up in the draft, because I would have wanted to get her, but I think she went to the other brand. I think she got drafted by one of the shows. Ooh. Double knees there to the stomach of Cora Jade. And Alexa Bliss feels that here on SmackDown she has a lot of unfinished business. I don't think she challenged for the championship at all during her last run, and didn't really get a chance to do much. Challenge for gold, hold gold, obviously, and she hopes to do that this time around here on SmackDown. But first, she's got to get through the gatekeepers of the Blue Brand's women's division, in Cora Jade and Liv Morgan, who have also never held singles gold before here on SmackDown. Liv Morgan's had a number of opportunities and has never won, dating back for years. Cora Jade found a equally miserable ally. Miserable loves company, misery loves company, whatever that fucking expression is. Those two kind of forming an alliance here on SmackDown, and so far it's worked out. They successfully knocked off Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair as well last week. So Alexa Bliss kind of finds herself in a precarious position as she enters this full-fledged rivalry with Cora Jade and Liv Morgan. Not even getting a one count, the referee taking too long to get in a position there. But obviously a win here for either woman could get them closer to championship contention here on SmackDown. Both women have to work their way up the ladder. Cora Jade is 2-0 in recent weeks, but Alexa Bliss wants to get her most, second SmackDown stint, her most recent SmackDown stint, off to a pretty strong start with a win here tonight. Going to the top rope, looking for something. So far, mostly in control of this contest, and a nice crossbody on a Cora Jade. Throws her into the ropes. Oh, going for something miscalculated there. Cora Jade could capitalize, and she does with a step-up enziguri. She got Alexa Bliss down with a neck breaker. It's time for Cora Jade to battle back here. And again, she's all on her own. No Liv Morgan. Nice neck breaker turned right into the knee.
Plenty of hits coming her way now. Yeah, Cora showed that killer instinct.
Ooh, elbow to the stomach. Goes for a slap and misses.
Powerless position to be in right now.
Face first, right into the turnbuckle. Alexa Bliss right back to her feet. Back in control now. As Cora Jade against the ropes. Kick to the leg. Has her down. Stomped right to the chest. Alexa Bliss powering up now, allowing the crowd to kind of rally behind her, embracing the audience now. Allowing that to kind of fuel her up towards a victory. And then again, double knees to the stomach, a patented maneuver of Alexa Bliss. Ooh, nice back elbow there from Cora Jade. Pretty evenly matched so far, I would say. Nice drop down and a leapfrog. Taking down Alexa Bliss with strikes. There's press.
You can see that each strike drained their opponent's energy.
Ooh, punch to the stomach. Nice Russian leg sweep there from Alexa Bliss right into a cover. It was a seamless transition. Only gets a one count, though.
Fighting hard to stay in this match.
A lot of stuff going on right now in the women's division with Alexa Bliss and Cora Jade battling and duking it out here tonight, but also Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair challenging for contendership for that WWE Women's Championship. They will have a #1 contenders match at Fastlane in a couple of weeks, with the winner of that match challenging next for the WWE Women's title. Before that, though, Bayley gets her rematch with Beth Phoenix, who she's 0-2 against, losing to Beth in Beth's in-ring debut here on SmackDown and again at the pay-per-view at Hell in a Cell, giving Beth the WWE Women's title. Rhea Ripley being back in Beth's corner will not help Bayley's cause at all.
She's going up.
Alexa Bliss goes to the top turnbuckle, in go, crash and burn right down to the mat. Repeated kicks now.
That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep
and she's got her up. Beautiful slice spread from Cora Jade. Just a one count and a kick and a second kick. Talking shit to Alexa here at ringside. We've seen Cora Jade win matches by count-out before, beating, I believe, Roxanne Perez when they feuded about a year or so ago here on SmackDown, and won a few of those matches by count-out. Ultimately emerging victorious in that feud as well. That's what Cora Jade believed earned her an opportunity at the WWE Women's Championship at the time. Ultimately getting hurt and leaving SmackDown, but now she finds herself back alongside Liv Morgan in the most recent draft. Setting Alexa Bliss up, kick to the stomach, double arm DDT. And there's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Another loss for Alexa. Well, not really another loss. It's her first match back here on SmackDown, but another win, rather, for Cora Jade, who continues to build momentum. Her third straight win in recent weeks here on SmackDown.
I feel like there's a tantrum brewing in Bliss.
Big win for Cora Jade, who surely has her sights set on championship contention now. She didn't before, she definitely does now. Rivalry grows between the two. You gotta know Liv Morgan's probably not far behind. We'll also want to get her hands on Alexa Bliss. Okay, promo from those two, all right. Simulate the match. Rhea Ripley, another decisive win, this time over Billy Slugger with some help from Beth Phoenix. You know, Bayley's going to want to even the odds. Spoiler alert, I am planning to do Bayley and Billy versus Rhea and Beth next week. Might watch that match. I don't know. We'll see. But that's the match for next week. So we could say that, you know, Rhea beats Billy here. She attacks her afterward. Her and Beth team up on Billy. And then Bayley comes out, makes the save, makes her return to SmackDown. Good promo from Solo. And then we simulate our main event, Orton and Gunther. 2, 3. Gunther goes over. New feud between Rey and Gunther. Perfect. Love it. What we can say this is, we can call this a #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. I retroactively added that stipulation just in case Orton won, and then it wouldn't have been. But I want Gunther and Rey to be for the title. That's going to be happening next week. Unless something changes, that's the plan for next week, so we will do it on next week's show. Rob Van Dam and fucking George the Animal Steele. What a match. What a fucking match. Drew Gulak, of all people, and Carlito are their tag team champions on NXT. Good lord. We had a terrible show as far as ratings go. Execution-wise, I liked the show, but ratings-wise, this was not a good show at all. We did make $126,000. We're back up over $1 million. Not a bad place to be. We're going to have a lot of contracts coming due at some point. So it seems like we have a lot of money now, but we're going to have to renew a lot of contracts eventually. So it's something to keep an eye out for. It's not like we're rich and we can use it on whatever. Gunther says, hey, what amazing growth we've seen lately at SmackDown. I like to stay humble when I can, but you have to admit you've seen some amazing growth out of me as well, right? I want us to be on the same page. Do you appreciate all that I've done to bring SmackDown to the limelight? I can give him a $50,000 bonus. Yeah, of course. I mean, we have the money for it, so sure. He hasn't really carried the brand like I told him he did, but, you know, major increase to his morale. Not bad. Oh, perfect. So Mankind says he wants to be on the PLE. All right. So I'm glad that we're putting him on the PLE, and we're not just doing that on SmackDown. Because, I mean, we can obviously go against what he wants. We don't have to do what he wants. God knows we've done that a lot in the past. But I think it would make sense. I think LA Knight and Mankind is a bigger main event for Fastlane as a casket match than like Beth and Bayley, even in a stip match, or Rey and Gunther or whatever, or any other match we have on that show. Like even Punk and Sheamus is a fresh feud. Like it just started. That should not be headlining the pay-per-view. And we still have Shawn Michaels in the back burner, by the way. I mean, obviously, that's coming soon as well. So it's going to be Bayley and Billy Slugger taking on Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley teaming up for the first time ever. It was Rhea who sent Beth after Bayley, and Beth accomplished her goal of becoming champion. And Rhea's like, well, that belt's got to be coming to me at some point, so. I mean, as of right now, it's Bayley and Beth one-on-one again at the pay-per-view. I could make that a triple threat. I might. I don't know yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't know yet. I feel like I feel like a triple threat would make the most sense, but I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't know if I want to do a third match. Because what if Bayley... I don't know. I feel like a triple threat could protect Beth. But anyway, I was going to do a one-on-one, but maybe I'll change my mind. So we will do CM Punk, calling out Sheamus. calling out Sheamus here. Boom. We're going to do LA Knight and Randy Orton. LA Knight, Randy Orton versus Mankind and Solo Sikoa. So we have 2 tag team matches? Alright, let's put this a little bit later on in the show. We're going to do Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan here, actually. With interference from Cora Jade. Yes. Boom. Alright. And then we'll do that tag team match I had just done. I already booked this show like a little while ago because I kind of knew what I was doing going into the pay-per-view. Let's see. LA Knight and Randy Orton. Battling Mankind and Solo Sikoa. I assume Roman... I think he's back at the pay-per-view itself, but we'll see. Mankind and Solo, right? Is that what I said? There he is. I was like, where the fuck is Solo? There he is. We can do, for the second promo here, self-promo from Trick Williams. We might have to trade him away. He has just been a fucking loser here on SmackDown. I love Trick, but it has not exactly panned out well for him here on the Blue brand. We're going to have Bianca respond to Becky from last week. And then in the main event, we're going to do... Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do Rey and Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. We're going to watch that match. So Gunther's got a shot, and that's going to be happening tonight. Fixed match. Always great to have a fixed match in the back pocket. Because I might honestly, like, so CM Punk is frustrated right now. I guess not. I guess he's happy. Sheamus is really happy. Did we promise Punk that he has to win his next match? Because if so, like, he has to, I might have to fix that match with Sheamus, because I cannot have him fucking leave our show before we do him and Shawn Michaels. Yeah, he demanded that, oh, did he win his next match? Well, he fucking lost, so I guess that was previously. Alright, well, we're going to have him win his next match. I'm going to have to fix that one, because I do not want Punk leaving. I mean, we're going to do Punk and Sheamus again on the SmackDown probably after that, and Sheamus can win maybe there. But for that first match, Punk's got it. He needs a fucking win. I can't have him quitting our show. I love Punk, and he's one of our top stars, so I can't have him quitting. So I'll probably use it on that, honestly. But yeah, here's our show for next week. Bailey and Billy Slugger, tongue twister, teaming up to take on Common Enemies and Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley here tonight. CM Punk will call out Sheamus and accept his challenge for a match at Fastlane, and CM Punk's return to the ring for the first time since Hell in a Cell. Alexa Bliss will go one-on-one with Liv Morgan, Cora Jade's tag team partner. Trick Williams gives us an update on as far as where he's at. Will he be staying here on SmackDown? Maybe not. He's been losing a lot. I have to go back and look at my notes. I don't know if he's won a single fucking match here on SmackDown. So we might have to trade him. I don't know if anyone wants him, but we'll see. Because I think his value might be on the lower side. That's how we picked him up in the first place. Anyway, LA Knight and Randy Orton teaming up to take on Mankind and Solo Sikoa before the respective matches at the PPV. Bianca Belair responds to Becky Lynch, and as I mentioned earlier, Rey Mysterio defends his Intercontinental Championship against Gunther, and we'll be watching that match on the next episode. So keep an eye out for that. I know this is going up on a rare Sunday. This episode is. I'm filming this well ahead of time. I'll be away this weekend, and I'm doing that because, I mean, the episodes usually go up on Mondays. That's probably not going to change. But I'm putting this up on Sunday because I'm away this weekend, so I'm pre-recording this, and the SmackDown Lowdown review should be up on Monday. A lot later than usual, but better late than never, so keep an eye out for that coming up on Monday. And the next episode of Hashtag GSM4GM coming up on Friday this coming week, unless, again, something changes, so we'll see. But until next time, guys, have an awesome one. I'm Graham GSM Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.